Retired General Valerio Sibanda reportedly earmarked for a ministerial post in agriculture. Exciting times when we watch what is happening currently. Let me first of all begin by reading the article. Then we are going to discuss, and we also talk about what we know, also vis-a-vis what we are going to be hearing from this report from the Zimbabwe. It's Zimbabwe Independent, is it? Let me check nicely, so that we can have a full analysis of what is happening. Yes, Zimbabwe Independent says Valerio Sibanda tipped for cabinet post agriculture ministry to be restructured in a new move. Sources say, all right. So former Zimbabwe Defense Commander Philip Valerio Sibanda is said to be appointed to cabinet under a new plan to restructure the Ministry of Lands, Agriculture, Fisheries, Water and Rural Development, with sources indicating he is expected to take over the lands portfolio the Zimbabwe Independent has land. He is also tipped for appointment to the ruling party's Politburo following his retirement from the army last year. The Agriculture Ministry is currently one of government's largest and most complex portfolios, carrying a wide range of responsibilities spanning land administration, food production, fisheries, water resources, and rural development. This week, Information, Publicity and Broadcasting Services Minister Jennifer Muswere described the reports of the impending appointment as speculation, but acknowledged the president's constitutional authority to reshuffle cabinet. There is nothing of that nature, Muswere told the Independent. These are mere speculations. We work with the prevailing status quo, and the president has the constitutional authority to make changes to his cabinet without limitation. Should there be any development, the media will be informed. Right. Of course, that's the arrogance of the Ziganandas. But anyway, the newspaper itself does not look like they do have a lot of information. But let's talk from what we know. Zvatinoziva isusu ndezvekuti pakaitika problem, and we have spoken about this in the past, where we were explaining kuti pane problem yakaitika where there was reports that Valerio was dragging his feet panyaya yekuiswa position of vice president and replace Kembo Mohad. The issue was really very, very vibrant towards the retirement of Valerio Sibanda, but it just went down. It died a natural death the moment Valerio Sibanda actually retired. And that is shown because the interest that Trabablas had in replacing Mohad was now very, very high in the last days of Sibanda towards his retirement. And then all of a sudden, the excitement died down, and we know what killed the excitement. Tinonzwa reports ekuti murume ari kunge ari kunzi haasi kunyanya kufarira some of the moves dziri kuda kuitwa. Remember, this guy originally is a Zipra guy, and mazipra guys tinovaziva vane mareports ekunzi vari kunzivo havasi kuda kunyanya kupindira mune zvinhu zviri kuitwa muZANU-PF, especially considering that ZANU-PF is allowed Zvigananda kuti zviite take over, and the Zipra guys are just watching from the terraces. They really don't want to be involved, directly. Saka vari kuti idzi nyaya idzi ndedze kuZANU-PF. Isusu mazipra cadres, we can't get involved in this. Also indicating to some extent kuti they are also not happy with allowing ZANU-PF to be swallowed by Zvigananda, because where we stand right now, Zvigananda zvamedza ZANU-PF, and vese vari muZANU-PF zvavo vangaramba vachita noise, vagoramba vachiti chichichi, but havasisirivo vari kuita call the shots. So Usibanda kukanya ngani kuti uve ngani uyathandabuza endabeni yokuthi replace uMohad. Indaba le yakhulumeka kakhulu, ile iqinile kakhulu ngamalanga okugcina towards retirement yakhe, kodwa after he retired sibone indaba le ingani isifile ukuthi replace uMohad, and umnaka was thinking ukuthi kuzaba yi-automatic nje ukuthi esuka ngale esiya ngale, but kutshengisa ukuthi ama reports esawabonayo esawezwayo abe sithi yena uValerio ongani udonsa inyawo over indawo yangikhona. So it means there is something that is brewing, and this fact, of course, of them being Zipra guys and so on and so forth, right? That thing cannot totally be ignored with ZANU-PF. It continues to be alive, although they might want to pretend as if it is non-existent. In fact, the ZAPU side of things has actually been destroyed by Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa ndiye akatouraya the ZAPU aspect of ZANU-PF. And it's like there's no one to stand to defend that side. So those guys who are available, who are there, who are still around, vakungoramba vakangotorawo the watch and see attitude. Saka pane watch and see attitude yatiri kuona kunana Valerio, which has caused the speed with which Roambira was moving to at least be reduced significantly because of some twists and turns. Now, looking at where we are now, if he is now trying to put Valerio co-agriculture minister, then what it means is these are negotiations that need to keep happening. It's either this could have been what he is agreeing to. Maybe Valerio could be agreeing with if I just become a minister in Ramandiri Kokondakanyara, possibly. That is if he's also still in agreement. Kana asina kutora stance yake totally. I'm not going to be getting into all this, including government itself. But here comes our country, a country that does not allow people to go and rest. Muneona nyika yedu iri fani. Tine nyika iri fani. Isingadi kutendera vanhu kuti vaende kunozorora. Tinoona military people, police people in other countries. Once they retire, they go to retirement and then they go and rest. But yedu nyika ndo isingadi kutenda kuti vanhu vakura ngavaende vanozorora. Vana Valerio, they've made their money. They've saved Zimbabwe in the best way they could. Is it not good for him now to go to his farm and then he starts to do his fishing and traveling with his family and his grandchildren and so on? Ashimbo enjoy all the last days of his life. Is it not right for that man to enjoy such? Tinenyika isinga believe in allowing people to retire, which is a very bad precedent. Irikusetwa ne ZANU-PF. It must be a culture kuti munhu akasvika retirement age yake ngaachenda. Right? Ngaende. Allow these guys to go. Munoda kuramba muchiva recycler muchifungidza kuti muchasvika kupiko with the recycling people. Vanhu vari kuramba vachikura ene makore ari kuramba achitofamba, time iri kutopinda. There's no way that you guys are going to rig age and old age, sickness and disease and death. Those things you can't give Priscilla Chigumba akurigire. Kana mshida try foot. I'm telling you, Saka, you might think kuti muda kuramba makadzoka makabata imimi pachidhara chenyu and muchifungidzira kuti mucharamba makabata pachidhara ichocho, but remember kuti mudhara anongozofawo one. Saka, there's a phenomenon that you guys will never be able to run away from, which is nature. And nature will take its course. Nature will dominate. Nature will execute its course. Nature can never be fought. No one can fight it and win. You can't come today and tell us, imagine some people that are very crazy in their scope. Vana tempted to steal. 2050. 2050, are you serious? Do you know that 2050 is how many years from 2030? It's 20 years from 2030. It's 20 years from 2030. Right now we are in 2026. And it's 4 years to get to 2030. And then we add another 10 years, Pamsoro. Another 20 years, Pamsoro. How old will Mnangagwa be? Mnangagwa is 88. Now, he's turning 88 this year. His correct age. 88. And at 88, if you add 4 years to 2030, he will be how old? He will be 92 in 2030. Saka kana 92 by 2030, someone is saying ngaende kunasvika 2050, which is another 20 years from 2030. Saka how old will he be? 112. Are you serious with wanting to see Zimbabwe as our nation? Are you serious in wanting to see Zimbabwe working? Kana kuti hamuna basa nazvo zvese izvozvo, meno inongova dhiula chaitika meno chero isusu taona zvatiri kuwana nhasi. That's a selfish thing, a selfish spirit. And iri kutiurayira nyika. Nyika iri kufa because kune vanhu vatadza kutora ma-responsibilities ekuziva kuti kana ndapindwa mu-office of responsibility, my job is there to go and serve the nation for the betterment of our people. But hapana munhu achine basa nazvo izvozvo. pavanhu gurupu rese harina kana basa nazve. Minister of government ndiri kumira padust road